afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RV's Big Bo and Parkway RV Center. Thought I'd take a break from motorhomes and do a couple of towables, and why not do the king of the towables, and that's a fifth wheel. Guys, today let's review a 2012 Keystone Avalanche. This is the model number 341 TG. And guys, this is a 4-slide family fifth wheel. It's got 2 bedrooms, a bath and a half. I've got it for a great price at only $29,900. So very, very affordable fifth wheel. It is a 4 seasons model. It does have, they call it the 37 Advantage. So it is designed for 4 seasons use. Got some really nice features as we look around it. Got the trail air hitch. So this is going to make a great, the trail air hitch. It's got air shocks in the hitch. So when you're towing it behind your truck, you hit bumps and things like that. It's not going to rattle your teeth like one without it. 4 slides, 3 on one side, 1 on the other. And you can see, guys, the outside's in great shape. The striping, the finish. It's got window awning. It's got a big patio awning. Got an outside kitchen. Well, as well as an inside kitchen. Actually, had somebody asked me that. Well, if you say it's got an outside kitchen, does that not mean it's got an inside kitchen? Yeah, it's got both. I promise. 50 amp electrical service. Of course, guys, I couldn't try to begin to fit through that. I don't think Richard Simmons could fit through there. And believe me, I'm not going to start sweating to the oldies either, trying to lose it. Dry weight of this camper is 12,180 pounds. The total length is 38 feet 7 inches long. That's total length, bumper to bumper, at its longest point. Got a nice big awning over here. Got a lot of outside storage. Of course, I hooked into a jump box right now for power, so my lights may be a little dim. The 37 thermo shield. And it's got, and that does have to do with the temperature. You've got R37 insulation. So this thing can take -0 as long as you got the factory heating system on. And guys, and I know I actually had a question about this. I know a lot of people don't want to use a propane furnace, but the way these heated and closed underbellies work, if you're staying in it in the wintertime or living in it, guys, the only way you're going to keep your plumbing from freezing with the enclosed underbelly is to run that propane furnace. That's what it's designed to do. And you can use electric heaters to supplement it, or if it's not below freezing, you can use, you know, if you want to use ceramic heaters or whatever, that's up to you. I would rather use propane, honestly. But you know, if you don't want your pipes to freeze and you're full timing in the wintertime, you've got to use that propane furnace. I can't stress that enough. Even though the propane's not cheap, I know, but you got to do it. All right, guys, I promise you it has an outside kitchen right here on the other side of this. Wow, I can't believe that's not touching, but it's not. Double axle, of course, got good looking wheels and tires. Got the 10-gallon gas electric water heater. Let's look inside. And it is cold and windy today. I just feel like doing this one because I thought it was very affordable for what it offered. It's got, you know, the 2-bedroom, bath and a half for under 30 grand, and that's not an easy thing to find this day and age. And the good thing about it, I'm gonna leave this door. I'll go ahead and close it. Guys, my lights may be a little dim, and I apologize. But you know, it's got a nice layout. I don't guess that jump box was strong enough to run these lights very long. It's got the solid surface countertops. Got the 8 cubic foot RV refrigerator freezer. You've got a 3-burner stovetop, oven, microwave. Got the television. Does have the stereo system. Got a sleeper sofa, table and 4 chairs, so you can sleep 2 in here. And got a ceiling fan. We're gonna walk toward the back. Of course, you got this big window in here to let in some light. And this is your extra room. And guys, let me go ahead and stress, you don't have to use this for a bunk room. This can be a storage room. It can be a hobby room. It can be a media room and office. It can be a number of things, guys. You do have a sleeper sofa. Now, it originally had a fold-down bunk right here, but obviously one of the previous owners removed it. So if that's something you just have to have, just get you some wood and some hinges and make you one. It's not that big a deal. And then get you a piece of foam rubber or an air mattress or a custom mattress for it if you want to. But you still got the bunk over here. You got the built-in ladder so you can climb up into it, place for a television. This is your extra bathroom, which is just a half bath, but you still got the toilet, sink. And again, guys, got to use that furnace. You got ductwork in here for your furnace, so you don't want those pipes to freeze. It's been winterized, but just a little tip for the day. And you can tell, guys, this thing, you know, what I like about it, you know, most bunkhouses, used bunkhouses, kids have been in them, which I love kids. I got one myself, but they are rough on an RV, especially the younger ones, and they usually have a lot of wear and tear, or if it's been a live-in unit, a lot of wear and tear, and I don't see any of that in here. Everything looks clean. There's no smoke or pet odors. I do like the ceiling fan. Let's walk up toward the front bedroom and the master bath. This is your compartment with all of your different hookups, light hookups, all that good stuff. Going to look in the bathroom first, which is to the left. And you can get to it from the bedroom or the hallway. And you got a nice shower, elongated RV toilet. Skylight looks good. Of course, we've already winterized it, but and you can also get to the bedroom from here as well. Of course, being a bunkhouse like this, it doesn't have a king bed. It's got a queen island bed, but still, it'll work just fine. Heck, guys, people worry so much about stuff, and it's really no reason to. If you can sleep in a king with two people, you can sleep in a queen. It just takes a little getting used to. Sometimes people can get too picky when it comes to used RVs. Believe me, place for a television. Me and my wife, I mean, yeah, we have a king bed at home, but we slept in a queen in our other motorhome for years. Never had an issue with it, and we can stay in a full-size bed if we have to or whatever. It don't matter. You sleep in one, you can sleep in the other. Some people make too big of a deal over it. And keeps them from buying the RV of their dreams just because it doesn't have the size bed they want. Even though it'll work perfectly fine. Heck, you get tired of it enough, guys, you can sleep at this table if you want to. If you get tired enough. Anyway, guys, I think my battery box has pretty much lost its charge. Sorry about that. I plugged this thing up a little while ago, or hooked it to the jump box, and got kind of busy doing other things, and I had to come back to it. I guess it ran it down in those few minutes. So anyway, guys, this unit is $29,900. Will trade, and we do have financing available with approved credit and down payment. And our price, of course, haggle-free firm, but it's fair because we don't charge any extra fees. You know, you go to these other dealerships, yeah, they, you know, if it's a $30,000 fifth wheel, they're going to add $4,000 in dock fees, prep fees, processing fees, and freight fees, and get ready fees, and happy camper fees, or whatever name they can think of. Then they're going to mark the interest rate up on the financing. They're going to start trying to sell you extended warranties and gap insurance, which most of them are not worth the paper they're written on, and it's all marked up 3 or 4 times dealer cost. Before you know it, guys, that unit advertised for $30,000, you owe $45,000 on it. That's after making a down payment. Guys, here, buying and selling is easy and simple, as done as possible. $29,900 haggle-free firm plus applicable sales tax. That's it. No games, no gimmicks, no surprises. We have nationwide delivery available if you need it for $1.50 a loaded mile. which is very fair with current fuel prices. And that's one way. So like if you live 1,000 miles away, even though it's a 2,000 mile round trip from a driver, we're going to charge you only for the first 1,000. So it's $1,500. And that's what it costs us by the time we pay fuel, pay my driver and hotel room and all that stuff. So, you know, we keep things easy and fair as possible. And, you know, I think it's a decent one for the money. And I've got some lower price fifth wheels too, guys. I've got a couple of back row bargains that came in. I'll try to shoot. I've got one for 10 grand. It's actually pretty decent. Challenger with a one slide. It's just older. So definitely, guys, fifth wheels are a great alternative. You can use it for recreational use, like this one's been used for, obviously, or you can use them for put on some property somewhere. You can use them for permanent or semi-permanent home, especially one like this. You want one that's heavy and insulated if you're going to live in it. The heavier it is, the better it's built. And this one's, like I said, a little over 12,000 pounds. For this size camper, it ought to be pretty well built. You got solid surface countertops. You got the R37 insulation. So make a great wintertime camper. And let's see, it's got 15,000 BTU ducted roof air. And if something you think you're interested in, give us a call, 706-965-7929. Call before coming to look, make sure it's available. Make sure you smash me a thumbs up if you like the video. Sorry about the lighting in here. Was hoping it would really last longer than this, but guys, we've about worn out our jump boxes. We're going to have to invest in some new ones, I think. But, you know, if this is something you think you're interested in, give us a call, drop us an email, sales@parkwayrvcenter.com, but always calls are better. It's more efficient for my salespeople and for you, because, guys, you won't believe how busy we are. We sold 7 RVs yesterday. So 12 in the a little over 4 days we were open last week. And this is supposed to be the slow time of year for RV sales. And honestly, I was talking to the guys, the salespeople. They're actually kind of wishing it would. They were ready for a break. But don't think that's going to happen. You know, guys, we've got a large selection of used RVs, and people are coming from all over the country to buy from us with the supply shortage. And we've got a lot of fifth wheels, a variety of price ranges. Fifth wheels starting as low as, I believe, $79.95 is my lowest price one. It has a slide out on up to 50, 60 grand. This one's right there in the middle at $29.9. I think it's a good price, considering it sleeps up to 7, 8 if you put the bunk back in it. And this will make somebody a decent RV. Carpet looks good. It's not stained up. It's not worn out. I think this one right here is a very, very, very fair deal for what it is. And we don't have any fees, so you know what the price is. It doesn't matter how you pay for it or how far you come. The price is $29.9, haggle free. So you know what the price is. That's something that we can get you still. You know, for 12, we can still get you some pretty good long-term financing. And we can also get you a low payment if you finance. And, you know, I know everybody's talking about the economy and all that stuff, but, guys, you won't believe people pay cash for RVs. Almost, we estimate probably around 70-75% of our sales are to cash customers. And, of course, it doesn't matter to us how you pay. This isn't the 1970s where dealers kept hundreds of thousands of dollars hid from the government in a safe at their house. Those days don't exist. So if you bring cash, it goes right into the bank. We do the Form 8300, the IRS, just like we're supposed to. You know, it don't matter to us how you pay for it. In fact, we actually prefer you not bring cash. We'd rather you bring a cashier's check. We can verify or do a bank-to-bank wire transfer if you're paying cash. But, you know, we're certainly not going to say no to it either, but it's just more paperwork involved. And we don't hide nothing, guys. So, you know, those days long gone. In fact, it's funny, you know, most dealerships now don't want you to pay cash at all because they lose money. You know, it used to be, oh, I got cash, I get a discount. But like I said, those days are long gone, guys. It's all the same now. But with other dealerships, see, they make money on financing. You finance to a dealership, they make an extra $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 by marking the interest rate up, which means you're overpaying by financing by that much. We don't do that here, but that's why RV dealerships will pass over a cash deal for a finance deal because they lose too much profit. So it's funny because I had a customer yesterday I talked to, one of my fans, subscribers that came in, and they said, hey, they just went to a big dealership in Nashville, had cash money, and or not Nashville, Knoxville, but they said they had cash money, and the one they've been looking at for the past hour, once the salesman found that out, it suddenly mysteriously has a deposit on it when they found out they were paying cash because inventory is so scarce. They're not selling to cash customers unless they have to. They're selling to customers who finance so they can pick up that extra few $1,000s in profit. And plus, if somebody finances one, you can hit them with the upsells, which is extended warranty, gap insurance, interior, exterior protection packages, and service contracts, and all this stuff. Always say no to upsells, guys, because all that stuff's marked up several times dealer cost. Well, 3 or 4 times dealer cost. They add it to your loan with a marked up interest rate, you're overpaying double time. Your number one priority when you finance an RV is to keep your amount financed as low as possible. Pay as much money down as you can and pay the lowest interest rate you can. All that other stuff, guys, sounds good on paper. They make it sound good on their sales presentation. That's because they got a ton of money to make on it. Most of the stuff, guys, most of these warranties, these aftermarket warranties, besides maybe 1 or 2, are pretty much all they're going to do is say it's a pre-existing condition. They're not going to cover it, even though you've owned the coach for 2 years. I mean, it's crazy. Not a fan of them at all. I would rather take the money, put it that you were going to spend on a warranty, put it in a savings account, or, hide it in an envelope somewhere in cash at your home and use that when you have repairs. Not only that, guys, but it delays your repair process too, because you have to wait weeks, sometimes longer, for authorization from the warranty company. Most of the time, they only pay part of the repairs, if they even do pay it. So, like I said, I'm not a big fan of them. Easy Care, probably one of the few that I still think are decent, but even they'll try to get out of it sometimes, because they are. I mean, you can't blame them. They're in business, Their goal is to pay 0 claims if possible, because that's how they make money. I mean, you pay for it's kind of like auto insurance. You pay on it every month, and you hope you never need it. But when you do, they're going to try to do their best to get out of paying it. It's kind of the same way with warranties. But that's why I always say, just keep the money you're going to spend on a warranty, guys. Put it in the bank, put it in a savings account or wherever, somewhere safe, and just use that for when you do have problems. Not only that, guys, but because warranty companies, a lot of people don't realize this, but when you go to an RV dealership, their service department's backed up anyway for weeks or longer. Well, problem is, most warranty companies only pay a certain amount of money per hour for a job. And if it's less than their shop rate, they're going to bump the warranty stuff to the back of the line and do the cash customers first. Well, if you're a cash customer, you're going to get your RV fixed quicker. So that's another thing to consider. So, again, guys, you do what you want. That's just my advice. But this is a nice unit. Let me know if you're interested in it, or let us know by calling us at 706-965-7929. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for some more videos, and look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.